Life can move and shake you like an earthquake. When this happens, you have to learn to shake and move the best way you can, like I do. Join Dakota Caldwell on The Dakota Show, putting life in you and your family's lives.
Hello, my name is Dakota, and I am the owner and creator of the Dakota Show. There is a couple things I would like to say. I would love to thank my team, my sponsorships. They are both go above and beyond for me, and for that I am super grateful for. And in fact, if you would like to volunteer, um, you can. I've got a photographing business, not business, photographing spot open to where you would take pictures, seasonal, one shoot in the spring, one shoot in the summer, one shoot in the fall. Um, did I miss any? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, just a seasonal photo shoot of me, and then the other one is a office assistant position that would help me with uh surveys, finding people to be on the show, and uh more stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, it's, 2 years being in um, it's been a full streak run, I guess, is what you would say. So, other than when I had COVID, but that's stuff we can't help, right? At least that's what people tell me. But, anyways, without further ado, thanks to KR Publicity, I am able to bring you independent artist Nate DiRuzza. Hope you enjoy. Buddy, it's Dakota here. I'm here with Nate DiRuzza. He
What's
is
up?
nothing much yourself.
Just working.
We're getting,
Enjoying this. This is nice for me. This is a little break. Just get to talk to somebody.
yeah,
It's good.
probably get yourself out there. I know um, before we kind of chatted, and you said that you lived in Nashville, and a lot of people that live in Nashville say like, there's a lot of me in Nashville, but when I go back home, there's not a lot of me, so
Yeah.
I get to you know
There are a lot of
bloom a little
like-minded
bit
people here.
more. Yeah. So today I came up with a list of questions to ask you. Um, so my first question is: some music artists say COVID was their biggest strength, and some say it was their weakness moment in their career. What was it for you?
It wasn't either for me. I just kind of went along my day and it didn't really affect me much. I kept writing songs, and my co-writer and I would still get together. I had to go to Ohio for a little while. Um, so we would just FaceTime and write. But it was kind of the same for me. It wasn't really anything that
Yeah.
dampened my career or made it go up. I just kind of kept doing the same thing.
So kind of kosher.
Yeah. Yeah, I just coasted through it. I had a lot of time uh, to write songs,
Yeah.
that's for sure, because I was furloughed from the job I had at the time. So I didn't have to do anything but sit at home and write
Right
songs,
songs.
watch Netflix. So, yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of a nice little vacation. And my friends and I, we all lived in the same apartment complex,
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
we would get together almost every day and grill out on this charcoal grill that they had set up there at the apartment complex. And that was just kind of our life. We just write songs and go out there and grill.
You just went with it. That's pretty awesome, though. I mean,
Yeah.
and I'm sure some of those songs might be published later on if some of them are already. And I
Oh yeah.
guess that is kind of my next question, sort of, is how did you come up with the idea behind your song Pumpkin Pie?
um, I was 19, and there was a this girl that I really liked, and I just I don't know, I didn't really call her that name. I
Yeah.
didn't like it wasn't her nickname,
Okay.
and we had um we had kind of liked each other. We never really dated, but we kind of just I know she liked me and I liked her, and then I got in a relationship with someone else and she did too. So we never really dated, but I wrote this song like thinking, I just want to call her some cute name or something like that, and
Yeah.
you know, I don't know what it was. It just pumpkin pie was it just came out.
Was
I don't know why,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
we
that's
actually had a party. My all my fraternity brothers. I was in this fraternity for a little while, and we had a party, and it was called a highlighter party, or like a black light party, where
yeah.
you wear white shirts to the party, and there's black lights everywhere, and you bring highlighters and you draw on each other. And her and all her friends showed up with pumpkin pie written all over their shirts. So I never told her I wrote it about her, but I think she knew.
That's awesome. That is, that's publicity right there. If
Yeah,
it's yeah.
to the max.
Yeah. Um That's my favorite song, by the way, from you. And if you haven't heard that song, wherever you're listening, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's on the podcast form after this is released, go listen to his songs, and we will play some here in a little bit. But my next question for you is let's talk about your new music. Um, Sort of like the songs "I and You" and "Madness." Uh,
All
what
right.
what was
Um,
the story behind those?
well, I and You was the first single. It got released on April 13th, and I am pretty blown away with how far it's come, how far it's gone. It has over 80,000 streams on Spotify, and it's about a month of people listening. And you can go into your statistics and see
Yeah,
how many listeners you have, how many people saved it, and all that stuff. And it seems to me as if people are playing it multiple times because there's so many more streams than there are the actual listeners. It seems like people are playing it at least 4 or 5 times each. So that's a good thing. And a lot of people are saving it. So it's uh it's definitely being liked by people. So that's cool. The story behind that was uh what was it? you know, it's about a girl again. But
hey, hey, that's
I,
all right.
I was in love with this girl, and I my co-writer um Ed called me on the phone one day and said he had this awesome idea for a song. He's like, "You want to put the love between I and you with her." And I was like, "What?" Like I didn't understand it at first. And he's like, "Dude, put the love between I and you." And I was like, "Whoa." So, um all right, let's write it. So, I kind of like thought about her the whole time I was writing it, and he's married, so he wasn't really He wasn't really thinking about some girl like
Yeah.
I was. But yeah, we kind of just it was like, well, I want to be the man she finally says it to. I want to be, we came
Yeah.
up with all these little, I want to be this, I want to be that for her, and we just kind of structured it, and I don't know, the melody just came, I and you, it just
Yeah.
came. It made sense with the lyrics just to be kind of upbeat like that and fun. So just worked out, and then the producers picked that one for my album, and I was like, yes, I love that song. And then
Oh.
Madness was I wrote that one by myself. I just had this melody was going on in my head. I don't know where it came from, and it was like, ding 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 ding, ding 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 ding. And like,
Yeah.
I was in a relationship with a girl, and she was just kind of driving me mad. I liked her so much, um, and there was a couple nights where we weren't able to hang out, and I missed her. So I stayed up really late and just wrote that song. So it was pretty much, you know, it's like
You-
you feel like your heart is breaking,
Yeah.
but
Yep.
you like that person so much, and it's like you want go ahead and break it the rest of my life. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. I just came up with that, I guess.
You kind of talking my language right now, so I
Oh,
really
yeah,
relate to you, and it's
good.
pretty
I hope so. I
awesome.
hope people relate to these songs and feel the same way.
Oh yeah, I mean, you'd be surprised what the person, next door neighbor is pretty much could be going through the same thing, you're
Oh
writing
yeah.
your songs about. So it's kind
Oh
of
yeah.
crazy.
Yep. Girls and guys.
Yeah,
We're all going through that stuff here and there. But yeah, every time feel like, I feel like a certain way, just I kind of think about it for a while. I'm thinking, how do I put this in words and music that I haven't done before? So it's kind of like you're brainstorming for a while because you have this idea. Like my newest song that I wrote is called Kiss Lonely Goodbye. And I had that idea like months ago, and I couldn't figure out how do I write the song "Kiss
yeah,
Lonely Goodbye," and then something happened in real life, and it was like, boom! I know exactly how to write that, and I got it done like within a few days. So
yeah,
it's kind of like you have ideas, and then circumstances happen in real life, and then boom, there it is. That's how you write the song. It has to happen, you
yeah.
know.
How do you, this isn't on my list, and sometimes a question pops up when we're talking, but how do you come up with, like, the melody behind each song you write? I mean, does it come with the words you put down on paper? Or later on, do you have to go back and kind of mix something up and say, yes, this works, or no, we gotta do something else for the melody behind the song?
I think it's different every time for me. Like with I and You, it kind of came at the same time. I was like, this is the way I'm feeling right now. These lyrics are just like uppity and like cute,
Yeah,
and so the melody kind of came out at the same time. I think Madness was that melody came to me first. Dun 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 dun. I just had that in my head. Um, or like, there's a song that Ed and I wrote together recently called Island Girl, and he had told me like months ago that we should we should write an island sounding song. We haven't done that in a while. And I thought, okay. And then he had this idea, let's write a song called Island Girl. Okay. And so I just kind of forgot all about it.
yeah,
And one night I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I had this. I'll show you. I had this melody, that was I was dreaming about it, and it was some sort of riff that was like, something like that, and then it would somehow resolve and then go into this, and I had that. I woke up and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome," and I could not. I I couldn't go back to sleep. I wanted to. I was like, "Oh, I'll remember it in the morning," and I was like, "Dang it! No, I'm not gonna remember that." I grabbed my guitar right there and just like turn on my voice memos on my phone and just recorded that. And so I don't know what it was, but I was like, I had that. It's like that's what the sound needs to be with the voice. And I got the guitar part, so I brought it to Ed. He's like, "Dude, that sounds islandy to me." I was like, "Yeah, that does. I forgot all about that." And so we had that structure, da 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 da, and we filled it in. She runs a bar in a tiger shark bikini at the Blue Chair Bay. And we wrote the lyrics to that melody and that
Yeah,
guitar part. So it's different every time, um, but it's fun anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, every time it's fun, no matter what.
It is. It seems fun, and I mean, it just it's crazy to think like songwriters just wake up and have that melody and are able to put it on paper, and
Yeah.
um, that's probably as hard as, if not harder than writing like interview questions or doing an interview
Mhm.
um as well. I mean, that's just it blows me away how you were just saying like you woke up and you had that melody in your head and you wrote it down and you came up with it and put it
Yeah.
together and
Well, there's so many missed opportunities because you'll wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning and you'll have some new refreshing guitar part in your head, and it's like, and I'm like, I'll remember it tomorrow, and then you go back to sleep, and then you wake up in the morning and you're like, dang it, it's gone. So, like, I'm really trying that if I get lucky enough that something comes from above and I'm dreaming about it, like I'm really trying to make sure I record it or I put it down, even if it's 4 o'clock in the morning, because um, those are just times when you get really lucky. It just comes to you. You don't have to work so hard.
yeah. And I mean, um this is another question that is not on the paper that I thought of. And you don't have to answer it if you wouldn't like to, but um so earlier you were talking about your statistics and stuff like that and how people save the
Mm-hmm.
songs. Okay, back in like 2009, 2008, people bought the songs off of
Yeah.
like iTunes for $1.99.
Yeah.
Okay, nowadays these streaming services are like $60 for a year or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You, as an artist, do you still get a percent of every stream that is downloaded or put
Mm-hmm.
in someone's playlist?
Yeah.
Or
It's not much. I think Spotify, the average payout per stream is 0.003, in between 0.003 and 0.004. So, you've got to get 1 million streams in order to generate around $3,000 to $4,000. The average, it says, is about $3,500 for 1 million streams. Now, getting to 1 million streams is really, really, really hard in the beginning.
yes,
But once you get there, I feel like now we got now we got it going.
Yeah.
So IMU is a little bit past 80,000, and it's like, oh man, we got a long way to go to get a million. But that's, you're getting paid for that 80,000, but you know,
Yeah.
um, a million is so hard to accomplish, and it's only gonna get you about 3,000 bucks. It's like you spent way more than that, um, taking the time to write the song, recording the song with professional people,
Yeah.
promoting the song. There's so many different things you have to go through in order to put that song out there. And if you get a million, you haven't even made half your money back yet. So it's like,
Yeah.
let's go for 10 million.
Yeah. Um yeah, I can, I kind of feel that too. It's at the very beginning, it's out of the pocket. It's
Hmm.
out of the pocket. And you're doing in jobs that, yes, you like, but ultimately, that's not your dream.
Yeah.
And so I definitely feel feel that for you and myself as well. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's funny because I used to save fortune cookie fortunes. And I got one a long time ago when I was a kid, and it said something like, "Don't give up because the beginning is always the hardest. Once you get past the beginning, you know." So I just thought about that the other day. I'm like, all right, we're at around 80,000 streams. Like, that's incredible for me. I love that. But we're still in the beginning, you know, this is
Mhm.
still the beginning. And I'm like thinking, like, don't give up. The beginning's always the hardest. I've been stuck in the beginning for 15 years now. Like,
Yeah.
it's time for the beginning to change to the middle or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, this is it though. I'm so excited. This is the most attention I've ever gotten in the song. The most streams or plays, the most people ever that have listened to my music, and it's like now we got it going. And I can't wait till Madness comes out because all these people will hear that one, and then we got another single that'll come out over the summertime, and we're just gonna keep doing it. And once the whole album is released, we were thinking at the end of the year, but we might wait till January or February. But once that's all done, it's time to do another album. You
Yeah.
know,
Keep it
never
going.
ending. Got to keep going.
Yeah. And I'm sure that you already have ideas, if not songs, in the songbook for the
Mm-hmm.
next album already.
Mm-hmm. I have a ton of songs to choose from for the next one.
Yeah.
So
And then um my next question is any word on tour dates?
no, not right now. We are planning an album release concert, and then I'll do like writers rounds every now and then. But as far as like an actual tour where I'm going on the road and everything, it's just not,
Mm.
we're not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a big concert for the album release and possibly one in the middle of the summer when like half the songs have come out. Um, but it's kind of we're just kind of focused on the marketing these songs online, on Spotify, Apple Music, all of that stuff. Let's focus on that right now and worry about generating fans who will come see me when we do plan the tour.
Yeah, and so basically getting your word out, getting your name out,
Hmm.
and then second step would be okay, now let's promote and get on the road, and so I can self promote the songs,
Hmm.
so I truly understand that first step is a very big step, and but I
Hmm.
do have faith in you that you will get past that step. And
Oh yeah,
um
appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah.
I've got to be honest, baby. You've driven me past crazy. I'm here without you. And I know you're mine, but I've never felt pain so right. It's so much that I got to kiss you like you're leaving. I'm going off the deep end, caving in this moment. Just thinking about the way you look, feel, taste, smell the sound of your voice. And I'm unwell, I'm mad, mad. My heart is breaking, though we're fine. I want you to break it for the rest of my life. And that's madness. Well, here you are in my arms, but I can't explain the harm you're putting me through. And I couldn't tell you why this love hurts inside so much that I got to kiss you like you're leaving. I'm going off the deep end, caving in this moment. Insane about the way you look, feel, taste, smell the sound of your voice. And I'm unwell, I'm mad, mad. My heart is breaking, though we're fine. I want you to break it for the rest of my life. That's madness. I want you to break it for the rest of my life. And that's madness. Oh, oh,
Hi, this is Kieran Mulligan, owner-manager of Brown Shoe Fit in Storm Lake, Iowa. Whether you need shoes for work, play, or anything in between, we've got them at Brown Shoe Fit in Storm Lake, your locally owned hometown shoe store. Brown Shoe Fit is a proud sponsor of The Dakota Show.
Need custom clothing for your next event? Up in Stitches has been serving since 2011. Call them at 641-842-2223 for your next event, or visit their website at upinstitches.com.
When you need to immerse yourself in pure confection heaven, you need to head to Storm Lake Candy Company. Indulge yourself with homemade ice cream, fudge, bulk candy by the pound, and so many other goodies. Check out our full menu online. Spoil yourself at Storm Lake Candy Company.
Sick and tired of not being able to get your business out there and get people in your business, or just are having a slow time getting sales back up? No problem, give me a call at 712-220-2246. Again, my number is 712-220-2246. You can also call if you are a non-profit organization. Call today and get your advertising quote. We are back with Nate DiRuzza, everybody. And so now we are going to continue with the interview. My next question for you will be, so when coming up with the set of songs, did you just write these up and say these are going to be on my next album? Or did you pick some and say, let's give this one a try?
I sent my producers about 35 songs, and they were gonna pick 11 of them for the album. I just wanted 11 songs on there, and then so they picked the ones that they wanted me to do out of the 35. We did 11 of them, and it just I think their idea was and I didn't know this was their idea, but let's pick a bunch of these songs that kind of have the same story to them. Heartbreak, falling in love, all the love songs type of thing. So I'm thinking about calling the album Love Songs, because it's either about being in love, falling in love, breaking up, heartbreak. It's all about love, the whole album. And I didn't know that they were going to produce it in kind of a 70s kind of feel.
Okay.
And I loved it right away. I was like, I'm a classic rock fan. Like, I feel like I could fit in with that 70s James Taylor, the Eagles. Like, I could just get on, like, my song sounds like it came from that. It's a little more modern, the vocals are higher. But it's got that 70s feel, all real instruments, and the David Dorn, who played the keys, is putting Hammond B3s in there, and just different synthesizers that just sound, like it came from that era, and I love it so much. So yeah, there was some other songs that weren't about love, and there was some songs, that I really wanted to do, and they picked 11 of them. And I was like, hey, I sent you these songs because these are the ones that I chose that I would be willing to put on my album. And they picked 11 of them, and they all turned out awesome.
That's good. That's good that, you get a choice and, you tell them, okay, this is what I want now. You choose what you think will be best. And, sometimes that surprises an artist.
Mm-hmm.
You thought a song would get picked by them. And you're like, well, that song that you picked, I thought was, the worst song or needed more work or,
Mm-hmm.
something like that. And, so,
Yep.
um,
It just went so smoothly. I sang I sang really well on the tracks. Um, you know, like he didn't really have to tune them. There's a lot of auto tune and melodyne that goes into a lot of people's voices, and he was like, "Man, like we kind of he kind of Jamie Tate and Dan Hodges kind of produced it like we were back then. So instead of like, yeah, I'll fix it, it was like, sing that one again, you're a little bit sharp. Sing it again, sing it again, sing it again. And so I had to sing certain parts so many different times so we could capture that perfect moment, and it sounded great. I pronounced everything great, you know. Um, so I'm really proud of it. I can't wait till the rest of the songs come out, and I hope it just keeps snowballing and getting each song gets a little bit bigger and bigger, you know.
Yeah. You know, I did listen. I don't know if this is the album you were talking about, but I did listen to April 13th, that album that's on your website.
Mhm.
Um, and I thought that one was really good. So I can't wait to see what else you have up your sleeve.
Mhm. Thank
Um,
you.
yeah, yeah. I
Are you
mean,
talking about the album Wonders?
wonders.
The one with the painted face on the front of it with the stars?
I'm talking about the one you were sitting down with like a guitar in your hand.
Oh, the one with the orange background?
Yeah, the one with
Yeah,
the
that yeah, that one's I and You. Yeah, that was the
the
first one of this
iron.
new project, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's just got that 70s feel and just kinda it's
yeah
groovy, man, I love it.
yeah. Lots of love songs and breakup songs and
Mhm. Yeah, and then after all the songs were done, I had this, um I had this idea, you know, this all of these kinda relate to each other, so why not make a story out of this? So if
yeah
you when the album comes out, you start with I and You, that's gonna be the first track on the album, and then Madness is next, and then if you listen to it all the way through, it's a story about, you know, wanting to put the love between I and You with this girl that you're in love with, and
hmm
then she's driving you mad, and then there's a way about her that, so the 3rd song is called Away. There's a way about her in, like, every different circumstance that just blows you away, and then the 4th song is Heartless because you break up and you wish you were heartless as well.
yeah
And then so it keeps going through. So the first 4 songs about one girl that you go through the love, and then you go through a breakup with her, and then this guy is not talking about myself. Um, he's going through life dating all these other girls and, like, you know, trying to figure out what's good for him.
yeah
And there's a song near the end of the album. It's called Burns Me Every Time. And it's got BG vibes. Like, I can't believe it, but, like, one of my songs sounds kinda, like, inspired by the Bee Gees. I had no idea this was gonna happen, but the producers made that happen. I'm like, "I love it." But it's basically like you're chasing this light in whether it's in other people or in materialistic things, and you're chasing this light, and the hook is, um, what is it? Don't tell me that you're leaving now, 'cause I don't wanna go back down. Wanna stay up here and hold you tight. But holding too tight to a brand new light burns me every time. So it's almost like you're starting to realize every time that you see the light in someone else is
yeah
this is gonna fix me. This is gonna make me happy. Or even the music career, anything. You see this light in something and you chase it. You chase it so hard that it burns you.
yeah
So
yeah
that's one of the songs at the end is kind of like a lesson. And this person going along in this story has to realize this and has to learn his lesson that the light is within yourself and happiness comes from within. It's not another person that's going to make you happy. It's not being more successful is going to make you happy. It's not, you know what I'm saying, more
yeah
friends or whatever it might be. So yeah,
yeah
there's a little bit of a message in the album, so
yeah
gotta put that in there.
yeah. I mean, like I said before, guys, make sure you go over and listen to his music. I mean, make sure you finish listening to this interview that we're putting together, but make sure you go over and listen to his music, um, because he has a lot more amazing songs out. um, that are not in this interview. So, um, yeah, go to your streaming services or I don't know. Do you have physical albums out there, or is
Yeah,
it all on streaming? It's all
yeah, I have CDs of the first album was called Changing. That was 2013, and it actually I pulled it off of Spotify and Apple Music and everything. It's still on YouTube for some reason, but I pulled it off because, you know, as you do your first album, you think, "Wow, this sounds perfect." Then you do the second album, and you're like, "Oh, wow, like I've really improved." Uh, Personally, my singing and my guitar playing and everything, I've improved. I've got better people working on the production. And the third album's like, oh my gosh, this is the most amazing I've sounded. And now it's like the fourth album that is being released
yeah,
this year. It's like, oh my gosh, like there's no way I can sound any better than this. So the first album, I pulled it off of everything because I want to get it remixed and remastered because it's not good enough to my standards now.
yeah,
I'm 4 albums in, and it's like I want to make that one sound as good as it can. Maybe get it remixed,
yeah,
remastered, release it again because I love the songs on that album, but it's just the quality of the production is
yeah.
not where I'm at now, and I don't want those songs to come on someone's playlist or whatever, and them be like, "Oh,
First,
he's all right, he's pretty good." I want them
yeah,
to hear this stuff so they're like, "Wow, he sounds
yeah,
amazing," you
yeah.
know?
Um, yeah, that is very true. I never even thought about that, but yeah, that is very true. Uh,
Mhm.
Um, now, given that you just released an album, can we, I guess, expect more music in the near future? And I guess we've kind of been talking about that. You are planning to release another one this year?
Yeah, well, Madness comes out in June. We'll have a single in July. I think we'll have a single in September, October, possibly November. And then the album, we were thinking about releasing the album in December, but I'm not sure because we might do more singles than we thought we would. But when
Okay.
the whole album comes out, there will be 11 songs, no matter what, whether that's December or January. Um, there's 11, new songs coming out that no one's heard yet. And then, as soon as that's done and we're done promoting all of that, and I want to make this album in vinyl. I don't wanna
Okay.
make I
Yeah,
don't wanna
that
make
old
CDs on this one, I
vinyl's
wanna make
coming
vinyl because
back.
'cause it's got that '70s feel, I'm like, "That's perfect." I wanna make
Yeah.
it print it in vinyl, and then when all that's done, we're done promoting all of this, um, like, we might be I might take a break from the recording and do a tour, to promote it, or I'll just jump right back in the studio and start on the 5th album. I don't know yet.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, well, I kind of want to do this, but if I do this, then I can't do this, and yeah, I understand. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Yeah, that's too
truly
far in
do.
that's too far in the future for me to think,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
I'm That's funny 'cause, Anna, who's at the PR company that set this up for us, I was like, "Well, I mean, this whole album, it's a story, so maybe we should pitch this to Netflix. We get it on Netflix." She's like, "Nate, we haven't released the first single yet. Let's just concentrate on that." I was like, "Okay." I'm
yeah,
agreeing. I'm thinking about all kinds of stuff in the future, but the it is better to just let's focus on what we have to do right now, you know, to make
yeah,
this moment as big as possible and to get the most streams and views and all of that stuff going for
yeah,
this particular song, and then we'll worry about the next song when that comes. And that's so relieving to me actually because I think so much about the future and all that stuff. And if I just like calm myself down and just All I need to do, my task right now is to focus on this.
Yeah.
It kind of like relieves some of the stress off of me
Yeah.
because yeah.
I mean, there's things just like that. I'm not even joking. Just the other day, and some of my friends or family have been like, just focus on this right now, and then go to that, and then go to that, and
Yeah.
so I can strongly relate to that. There's people that have told me to just be patient, it'll work
Mhm.
out. Just
Yeah.
I
Sounds like
truly
we're gonna
think
have to write a
that.
song about that.
Yeah. um so if there's any advice you could give the younger generation or even the next generation, what would you say to them?
If you really, really want it, um, as far as like having a music career, you you have to think about it every day, dream about it every day, and practice every day. You know, it's kind of like I don't know, I'm making this up right now, but I think if you're thinking about it and dreaming about it all the time, but you do nothing about it, I mean, what are you gonna do? It's gonna stay in your head.
Yeah.
So you need to practice your craft every day, whether you're a guitar player, piano player, singer, whatever it might be, songwriter. If you want to be a jack of all trades and be awesome guitar player, awesome singer, awesome songwriter, you need to focus and put your energy into that every single day. And then you have to kind of be aware that, you know, even though on the inside of uh, these layers, even though in here it's like, wow, I feel so great about my career right now. Wow, like I'm very depressed about this right now. Wow, like it's a roller coaster inside of here. But as long as you stay out here and you look at that roller coaster and you're
Yeah.
aware of that roller coaster, you're not going to give up because you know that there's a roller coaster there. You know that you're going to feel on top of the world at times, and you know that you're not going to feel on top of the world at times. And you have to have that outer layer there that's kind of looking in on what's going on so that you can keep pushing through the times that suck.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and then
Philosophy, I think.
yeah, to kind of add to that, and then you can't let people get you down either. There is a lot of people that will try and get people down, and so you gotta
Yeah.
just know that that's part of the obstacle. People are gonna be
Yeah.
people, and so yeah. I mean,
You can't let anybody get to you. And I mean, for me personally, um, I really appreciate you saying you liked pumpkin pie because I got made fun of hardcore when I was in college for that song. My my friends, they would be like, "You, I'm a pumpkin pie." They would make fun of that so bad. And sometimes that stuff it would get to me. But I'm the type of person that I'm so competitive. I played
yeah,
sports all growing up that if someone challenges me like that or makes fun of me or whatever, it just lights a fire inside of me, and I just push even harder back. And I'm like, "Oh, watch this. I'm about to get 80,000 streams on this one. Oh, watch this. So you gonna make fun of me?
yeah,
This one's gonna
yeah.
have a million. You watch. I'm gonna have a number one on the radio. Like, you wanna make fun of me? I'll show you." So I
It's
got that
kind of
competitive
funny
attitude. It's
because
like, I'll show you
I
up, man. Like,
I am the same way. I truly am. Like, I
yeah,
may not be able to show you right then and there, but you
yeah.
just watch. A couple of years down the road,
It creates that drive inside of you.
yeah, it's just like,
It's like,
you
go ahead and
know,
make fun of me. Go ahead and I don't really feel like I get made fun of very much. Um, I think Pumpkin Pie and a couple of the other ones from back then. When you're in school, it's gonna happen. But
Yeah.
um, the more people that hear your song, the more chances you're gonna get some haters.
Yeah.
You just gotta like not let it get to you, and if it does get to you a little bit, let that come out as like a drive
I
to do
drive.
more
Yeah.
and just show them. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Truly,
Yeah,
can't give up. So,
no way.
we kind of mentioned this a couple times in the show today, but do you just want to let people know where can people buy and stream your music?
Every platform you can think of: Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Pandora, SoundCloud, YouTube, YouTube Music. There are so many of those platforms now.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
my music's on this. Like, who uses that? I don't even know what this is.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, it's all over the world.
Yeah.
But yeah, just look up Nate DiRuzza on Google or whatever app you have, and um, yeah, I feel like I'd get a lot more people able to find me if my last name was like Miller or something, or Jones,
Yeah.
Nate Jones. That sounds cool. DiRuzza. They're like, how do you spell it? Is it DeUrsucca? I'm like, no. Like, it's like DI capital R. Make sure you capitalize that R. UZZA.
Yeah. I mean, that is a unique last name, but I feel like it's also good because then you don't have that same typical name. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm named after two states and everything like that, but so it's a
yeah.
different
I'm pretty sure
last name.
that since my career has developed, if you type in Nate DIR in any of the apps or any of the or Google or whatever, my name comes up. So you don't even have to know how to spell the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's DIR.
And we will have your links down below where they can get to your website and streaming some of your streaming services as well. Um,
Awesome.
yeah,
Appreciate that.
no problem. Anything else that you would like to say?
Thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun. I'm glad I got to be a part of this. We should keep in touch for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, let's do some more
Yeah.
business and interviews later down the road, and once you get, more songs out there, I can pick your brain about those.
I wanna be the man you finally say it to. The song that sings the words you didn't know were true. Wanna be the music that makes you move, dance and sway. The reason you believe, the chance you take. I know it's you I wanna pour my heart into, to put the love between I and you and I together, I and
Thanks for joining us on The Dakota Show. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/The Dakota Show since 2017. And check out our merch at upinstitches.com/T/The Dakota Show. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss a show, and we'll see you next time.